Hey, it's Jabbo. This should be a new look for you of my basement. So welcome to the channel. This is BrickTsar. It's where I talk about Lego and my collecting that really got out of hand over the last few years, but I'm trying to work on that slowly and gradually. And I have made a change here in the basement. I'm hoping this is going to work out, but I had all these containers. They were all crammed in one space and I couldn't even get to some of the containers. So we've put the shelves over here. And what is this spot? Well, this is where my HO scale layout has been for 15 years. It's actually, there's a wall here that goes there and it comes out. It doesn't come out quite as far here. And that train layout has been in here because it fit kind of nice in there, but it was hard to get around. And so I pulled the layout out. TheyMightBeBricks help me. We pulled it out here, so now I can walk all the way around the layout. When I do stuff over there for Trains Are Fun, it's going to be easier. But this had a twofold purpose, because now I can actually get to these containers. Before, these were like 6 shelves that were all together, and they were back in the dark recesses of the basement. So we actually got it where I can go in here and get to every container. There. So these are just random lots. Some are just parts that were sorted at one time. Some are Bricklink hauls that I took the parts out that I needed and the extra parts just got kind of shoved in here. A few of these are sets. Like that right there is a set. I think this is a set. So what I got to do is label these things. And separate the sets from just the random parts, and then some of them need to be sorted. I could, if I did a video a day of just one of the containers, it would be, that would have content for like 2 years probably. There's so many containers. So there's more over here. Like some are sorted, like, oh look, it's all white 2x2 bricks, just randomly placed there. This is old style trees in that one. And this is vintage parts in that one. I did find some containers that I haven't seen in a while. One that had some of the homemaker pieces, and actually don't know where I put it now, but it's over here somewhere. I saw it when I was going through everything. That's a set, I think, right there. So there's all kinds of parts. It's just not organized at all. And so now that I can get to everything, I'll be able to just start on one end. I'll probably start like over there on that shelf and just organize it and then work my way around. And we'll go through and sort things out. The things that are already sorted, maybe group them however I'm going to group them. I got to decide how I'm going to do it. Things that are set, the sets I'll probably take out of the container and put in Ziploc bags, depending on how big they are, and then put those in another container and then use these for sorting other things. But oh yeah, it goes all the way around over here too. So yeah, it's just going to make it so much easier to get to things. It's not as great as a backdrop for the train layout, because now when I come back here, you know, you're going to see Lego sets in the background, but it looks a lot less messy than it did before. And the main thing for me is being able to access the layout. The other thing I'm going to do, I got to organize the stuff that's down here. Oh, I got another problem though. I got to sort all this stuff. So this is stuff that was either on the shelves or on the floor or under the table. So I got to consolidate all this down as best I can. There's a whole bunch of boxes. Oh, this is the white table that you see in a lot of the videos, the white void table. So we have eliminated the annoying white void by just covering it up. Isn't it much better? So I got to sort all this. So I'm going to be working on this, so there's not going to be a lot of like reviews or the other types of videos that I would normally film here. Because it's going to take me a few days probably to organize that. And these are containers that were under the train table. I got to consolidate these down. These are train things, so they're blocking access to some of the Lego sets there. I got to do all that. But I just wanted to do a video to kind of give you an update of what's going on down here in the basement. yeah, I'm gonna work on getting the train stuff under here. I gotta fix my wires too, and that's not Lego related, but yeah, now that I can access my personal collection a little easier. Oh, that's the other thing. These are just some parts that were my personal collection. This has nothing to do with Bricklink. So get off my back. This video is not about Bricklink. Bricklink's over there. It's still closed. Hopefully it'll be open Monday. But yeah, I want to get my personal collection as organized as my Bricklink store. It's like now I can go through here. I just saw these little boogers here. Some cool torsos there. Yeah, so I got a lot of sorting ahead of me, but now it's going to be easier because I can access all of these. Boom, can get them. And now I got to fit. There's a light here, but it's not very bright. It might show up on camera where you can see in here, but I need to put a brighter light, one of the fluorescent lights like I got down there, or they're not fluorescents, they're LEDs, but put here so this space will be brighter. This is the space of the basement. I haven't really been able to get too much lately, but now I can. So you see I got more containers on the floor. I got stuff back here that I don't know if I'll ever get to it. So, but now I've cleared it out where I can kind of get to things. I can access this. This had trains on it before. Before that, it had comic books. So now I can start accessing some of the comic books. And what I need to do is just pull them out, sell them, and then just work my way down till we sell all these stinking comic books. Hopefully that'll be on eBay coming up pretty soon. And then there's Thomas and Friends stuff over here. There's all kinds of different things, but sell the things that I'm not going to keep, which are the comic books, some other toys that I don't use anymore. We'll be doing that. And then this is a whole side of the basement that I don't get to use very much at all because it's just comic books and a bunch of crap pushed back in there. So I want to get it organized. These comic books up here, one day I might do a video on my original channel. These are my keepers. This area up here where they're behind the slot cars, so you can't really see them. Yeah, I got a lot of slot cars too. But there's boxes of comic books. These are my keepers. That way, like once I get everything sold, this would be what is left. I really sat down. This was probably 20 plus years ago. I decided I was only going to collect 2 things in comic books. I wish I could do that with Lego. I wish I could have the same discipline. It's like I went from, however a prolific a collector of Lego you think I am, I was that and more with comic books back in the day. And stuff happened with the comic books in the 90s that I started getting ticked off at some of the things that were going on with some of my favorite characters, Spider-Man, Superman. I didn't like how some of the series were going. I didn't like when things constantly were getting rebooted. And when Spider-Man's parents came on the scene, that was kind of like the straw that broke the camel's back, and I was just like, I'm done. I'm done with comic books. So I stopped collecting cold turkey. I went from getting 100 to 150 comics a month that were new releases, in addition to the used ones I bought. I went from doing that every month to not getting any, except for 2 series. Maybe I'll talk about what those 2 series are this one day. Some of you may know. I know that there's at least one viewer that knows what the 2 series I collect are, or he might know of. He might remember. It's Mayo Hosco. He'll probably figure it out. But so I am wanting to sell what comic books I got left. I'm down to where I only have 29,000 left to sell. But imagine when all of that is sold, then I'll have all of this to use for other things, which will free up the space in the basement, and maybe one day have either another train layout or a multi-level layout with the Lego and the trains. I still have thought about in the past of I want to find the book there is, and I'm showing you the HO scale trains, but it does relate to Lego, I promise. The vintage trains, or the vintage Lego, they made things that could be used with model trains in HO scale. And there's actually a book that shows some Maersk trains, I think, or no, not Maersk. It was Macklin. Looks like Marklin. Trains with Lego. I think it was that, but with Lego sets or Lego buildings around it. And I thought I would love to recreate that scene. Obviously, I can't get the track that they use, but I could do the track plan using modern track and Lego pieces. And I thought that would be neat just to set up something like that. I still want to get that book. I've only seen one copy for sale, and it went for a few $100s, I think. It's a little pamphlet. It's a really small pamphlet. But yeah, so I can still combine things that I love, like model trains and Lego and slot cars and everything else. But anyway, I wanted to do an update video, so I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. And we'll be doing more stuff with Lego here. I got a lot of things that I can build, a lot of things that I can sort, and a lot of things that I can talk about, because I like to talk. But I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to subscribe. Check out the other cool YouTubers out there. How many of them can you name here? One of them's here twice. And one of them, okay, that one's not a YouTuber. That one is, that one is, that one is. Those are the same guys. That one, that one's not, and that one is. That was, oh, the one on the left was sent to me, or given to me by a YouTuber. Bill and Ted back there. Oh, I gotta go. See you guys in the next video.